It's a tit for tat.
It's not a tit for tat, you fucking retard. A parry is literally when your right hand, okay, you're gonna parry a jab with your right glove. If you're fighting an orthodox fighter, which is a
Dude, I just want to left hook you in the fucking liver. You sound like a dumb bitch.
Amazing. Have you been left hooked in the liver?
Only by psoriasis.
I mean, I have, and I've been put on my ass, so, like, I'm just curious.
Dude, I will shut your whole fucking nervous system down with my left hook.
Amazing. Do you know what a shovel hook is?
Yeah.
Let alone a Mexican shovel hook.
Do you know what a donkey punch is?
No. So he doesn't know any of this shit. He doesn't know how to box. Like, this guy's just, like, fucking retarded.
He's rubbed his mom in like, Tijuana with a donkey punch. That's why he's so, like, jaded.
What'd you get to eat, Pepe?
Chipotle.
Ooh, you have Chipotle delivered to your house? You're so bourgeoisie.
No,
That
really.
was Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, Dirty Sanchez punch.
I would rusty fish hook this motherfucker all day.
I would be willing to bet $100 that Doc beats the ever-living shit out of Pepe and kills him in less than 10 minutes.
No,
What I'm curious about Doc.
One round. It wouldn't take one round, bro.
So, Doc, I'm just curious. So, my right-handed elbow
Okay.
is going to literally be in a guard the whole time.
So
You have to literally. How are you gonna thank me out of basically protecting? No, I'm just curious because this is still boxing 101.
The answer is, but if you throw a fucking elbow at me, I'm gonna turn white line on your ass. And
You don't throw an elbow in boxing.
I'll break your leg in 15 places.
Just Pepe, remember, go for the liver shot. If you get a good liver shot in, or you hit his kidney, you might pop his ass, bro, and you could win by getting a fucking body shot. Because his kidneys are ready to burst, man. His liver's ready to
I'm talking about
pop.
boxing, and he's talking about elbows and kicks. Like, that's not boxing.
So did you get the chicken or the steak?
Bro, you were the one that brought up elbows.
Chicken.
Pussy bitch.
Yeah. That steak at Chipotle no good. Actually, I think Chipotle standards have gone way down since the recent DEI hiring surge.
I would turn it into a whole nother fucking.
What is rap? You guys, I want to just interrupt and say we're here with Rabbi McDickerson, and I wonder if he still has that hilarious. There it is.
I'm building gardens in my backyard.
Listen, I don't believe in equity, diversity, or inclusion, and we don't seek to empower women, visible minorities, refugees, LGBTQIA+, or indigenous peoples.
I don't want to empower women either.
No, Emmett, you gotta say that.
I don't want to.
I renounce you, Satan.
ABC song.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Pepe's a pussy bitch, and I'm not going to his knees.
Alright, I'm taking bets. I'll give you 2-1 odds that Doc whoops Pepe's ass in a street fight. Who wants 2-1 odds on that $10 bet?
Fucking man. Pepe's a bitch, and I'll do it like this. And I'll say it again. You want to hear it? Because Pepe's a fucking trick.
Ooh, damn, that's fighting words, Pepe. Were you gonna let him talk to you like that, Pepe? Guess he is.
He's jealous. He's hating. I'm in cloud 9, and this little faggot is hating. He can go ahead. Come up with your little songs. Make yourself know.
What was the black guy that promoted Mike Tyson? What was his name?
He's just mad because I picked on his fucking ex-girlfriend Bond for calling her a whore.
Ooh. He accused me of saying I wanted to cut her head off and shove my fist down her throat. What the fuck?
Emmett, get this content, man.
I'm getting it. I listen, you guys have no idea. I have so much content, I don't even know what to do with it anymore.
Goddamn.
I have talked to Pepe for years now.
Welcome to Scandalous Pepemovie.com.
Pepe is a big part of my content business. I recognize the Pepe and Mon show for what it was. I have the exclusive footage. I'm the only one that can get at it. A whole mountain of content under my feet of retards. I'm the Daniel Day-Lewis of content. The motherfucking there will be content. Dickerson, you got anything you want to say?
Bro, I'm the Morgan Freeman, like, why is there a Black History Month?
Damn, you the black white god.
Hello?
Is there a I finally got kicked. You the black white god. That was the one that pissed him off. Oh my god, that was so delicious. Let the troll show continue. Time for your daily chatter update.
Like I mentioned, you have to have a dumb phone, just like a flip phone or something like that.
A dumb phone like a flip phone.
Or if you have the connection to the encrypted cell phone. In my dumb house, I mean the house I'm here in, they've been here since 1964. I mean, they still have cloth wiring for the electric, right?
Cloth wiring?
But if you go to spot on, like Wi-Fi and counting on the internet service providers, ad blocker, virus blocker to protect you. You might as well be walking around outside naked. It's just, I mean, everything that you use, everything.
Everything. Alright, one last troll, then I'm going to sleep. I'm getting sleepy.
It's just, Cheyenne. Are you from Cheyenne? Suki? Huh? Are you from Cheyenne?
Good Shabbos, Ribono Shel
Goddamn Iranians!
Philadelphia. And she's also very, very she wants to move away from Philadelphia.
I know why Cheyenne will be on Clubhouse. She's from Philly. Oh, okay.
It's a guy.
Yeah, she's not
It's a girl or a guy? It's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl.
Shit.
Bet.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go work out. See you guys in a bit.
Yeah, I gotta go work out too, man. I gotta get the fuck out of this bullshit. Yael's been wasting my life for fucking years on this app. Yael's got thick thighs, but they don't save lives.
You've been eating too much and not enough ass. No.
Eat more ass, that's the secret of the Torah.
Edmond, you start with the Torah.
Ribono Shel Olam, I study the Torah in your tuchas every day, Ribono Shel Olam. Gekachenach tegen dein Eugen Fusta.
I understand that one word.
My work here is complete. There's nothing to understand. The Shem Ribono Shel Olam and Shemayim is going to give you everything you need. And more.
John is Michelin,
That's what she said.
The guy from Jersey. Oh, Fractal. Hold on. I think we'll send it right now, but I'll send it to you. Know who I still be laughing at? No. Randomly, that one guy that was just being weird. Y'all get so many weirdos in your rooms, but I know. The one that's in love with you, and he was like, "I love you," and they go, "Oh, Josh. Oh, yeah, Josh. Oh, he's an alcoholic, though. Yes, I know. I actually have a video of him singing. Hold on. I'll be thinking about Josh, right? Here you go. Think about it.
Your eyes, compared to yours twice, I could seize the day again.
She could pray for rain, my friend. She could pray for rain. I could seize the day.
That's
I
all.
could seize the day.
Well, let's right?
Jack's a whole different level of alcoholic.
He's a little autistic.
You don't be making sense when you speak.
No, he doesn't. Marduk, Razas, if you wanted to say hi. Fractal.
Who?
Fractal, number 50?
Hello, Sakina. How are you?
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too.
How's your studying?
Good. Good.
Oh,
Good.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
you so dry? What's going on there, Patrick?
You took it
No, nothing's going on, Chucky.
You're very dry.
Right.
He took his
Yeah.
ADHD medications in study mode.
I'm actually, whatchamacallit, it's my throat is dry, but I'm dripping sweat like crazy because my AC is barely working.
No. Get a fan.
I need to buy one.
I got this Vortex fan, and I don't know how it does it, but it only blows cold air. It's amazing. I have to send it to you, actually. They come in really cool colors, too.
Did they sell them on Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Did you say your body is dripping with sweat?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm interested to lick off the sweat.
Oh my.
Oh. Under your titties? Nothing.
Under my man boobs.
For sure.
Oh my.
Change my floor back.
I'll probably add a little flavor to it.
A little salt.
A little strawberry syrup for some flavor.
Pomegranate.
Yeah.
Somebody's horny tonight.
Secure.
Or maybe every night.
I ain't gonna lie. I am a heat like a cat.
I just said the same thing. I feel like I'm in heat right now.
What sign you are?
I'm a Cancer.
Me too.
There you go. Now we understand everything. What date?
June 28th.
Oh,
My birthday just passed.
Oh, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I just turned 22. I'm still young.
You're so young. Oh my god, you're a baby. I'm
But
jealous.
y'all like me. Y'all like me.
No, I
Y'all
do.
like me.
I'm jealous. You know that I'm staying ahead of you. Happy belated. That's exciting.
Thank you.
See, that's why she's so horny. She needs to have it 22 times a day.
Yeah, she needs birthday sex. Are you gonna help her? Cookie?
Mm.
Cookie?
Come on, you know that I cannot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can physically, but I cannot mentally.
Okay.
If she wasn't so young, oh, most definitely, look how gorgeous she is.
I know, she is. She's beautiful.
The only problem that she's too young, way too young.
You know a guy
So
named
young.
Amos? Amos Mike.
I said hi to almost earlier. He was like, does anybody have real questions? I'm like,
Hello.
yeah. Hi. He's like, that's not a real
Be very, very careful for mammals.
He's a little bit of a predator.
It's not a predator, he's a pedophile.
Oh my gosh. He's not a pedophile. He just
He is a pedophile.
He likes
Listen, yes, look, that gorgeous young lady, she's 22. Legally, it's not pedophile. But if he's gonna start with her something, that's pedophilia. Period.
pervert. He's a pervert.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Yes, he is. And
He's almost 70.
no, he's 65.
Damn, 65 on the app is crazy.
I know. And he's married.
So what, I need to feel bad now?
Grandfather.
So what, I also have grandkids.
No, I know, but you're not a pervert like that. He's definitely a pervert. He's too much of a grandpa for that.
think. Didn't Amos like have like phone sex with like a 20-year-old or something?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
I mean, I hope she got paid. I ain't doing that shit for free.
Mm.
I'm better be getting
Holy
paid.
shit, do we have another Polly over there?
God, I don't even want to think about Amos doing that. So gross.
I was at this restaurant by me once, and this guy came up to the bar, and I saw that he was with like a big party. So I said, "What's your party about, or what's your event about?" He says, "Oh, it's a meetup group." I said, "What is the meetup group about?" And he says, "It's a poly event." I'm like, "Poly event?" I had never heard that term, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are swingers?"
Polyamorous?
I was like, "You guys are swingers?" He's like, "Kind of." I'm like, "Okay." So as I'm leaving, I look at the group, and there's like one hot chick who's like the founder or the organizer of this poly meetup, and she's married, but like she's still like chatting with all these guys, and it's just like 30 guys fawning over one hot bitch, and I'm just like, damn, this is pathetic.
Like, do they all have sex?
No, I think they just are losers and depressed and can't figure out why they can't get laid.
I agree.
What does poly mean?
Like a 3-way, 4-way, 5, 6.
Many.
They do have
Shit.
sex.
Poly means many.
Yeah,
Many
no, I know that,
relations.
but like in a sexual orientation way.
More than one partner.
Okay, so they do have sex. Yeah.
That's called gangbang. I don't
Gangbang.
understand why
Mhm.
The category is gangbang.
Cocky. I don't like the cocky. Ugh. I don't like this. Where
I
is
never-
Josh?
I
Back
never
down.
did shit like that. So.
Where's the other John? I'll send him a link.
Please don't.
No, okay.
Sunday.
We're good, I think.
Are we?
Yeah,
Do we want to laugh tonight and joke around?
I love Josh. I can't help it.
Me too. Like, I don't even know him like that, but
We still don't know what happened to him.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's dead.
Oh, oh, because he got beat up. Yeah, well, I can figure it out.
Wait, he got beat up.
Yeah, he's got 2 black guys in a missing shoes right now. Yeah. Because he was probably like being like he is on Clubhouse in real life, and someone had to shit on him.
It was being drunk.
Yeah, probably. He's being annoying. He was being Josh.
Naughty am nice till death
Well,
do
then
us
you
part.
twice.
I
seize the day
again.
I just played that song.
Oh my god, like I can't. I'm so. That is too funny.
Guys, I did an hour on the treadmill today. Are you proud of me?
Of course.
Good.
I like if that works for you, do it, babes. For me, I find the treadmill super boring. I'd rather just like walk around my apartment complex in a circle and only go to the gym for like weights.
I know I don't like it, but
Go to the swimming pool. It's better than any treadmill.
Yeah, swimming.
I don't like chlorine.
Mm.
Actually, that's not true. I don't like chlorine. But
If you come to my swimming pool, you're going out from the swimming pool straight to the shower.
right, because you have to shower there.
Yeah, his kids would chase me all around the swimming pool. That I haven't exercised like that in years.
I gotta get for for Israel. Gotta tighten up.
I feel so.
Tea time. Still not Shabbat yet.
What time?
Did you see that Stukina almost took my name?
Yeah,
It's almost Shuki.
I know. Oh my gosh, I still have 15 minutes. Actually, you know what? I can do it in 15 minutes, right? I'm gonna like. Here.
Shabbat Shalom, Titi.
Shabbat shalom.
Which mic is this?
Persian mic, I don't think.
Person right.
Yeah.
The only person right.
When I added you, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't have you also on my list, okay?
No, I'm good. I'm not a bad guy.
ריבונו של עולם.
We're going to issue one.
Okay, just candle. Shabbat shalom. Fractal, do you want me to like?
Shabbat Shalom ומבורך.
Do you want me to? No, just like the Shabbos. Do you want me to light you a little candle?
Never feel right.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should go light some candles and bring in the Shekhinah into my neshama.
Exactly.
John, we're not Israelites.
Oh, you're not Black Hebrew Israelites?
No.
Fuck. I got my crowds mixed up. I gotta go.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm just kidding. No, but I am gonna go light some candles, but I have Catholic candles that I bought at
Oh,
Walgreens.
you're a
It's past
Sabbath
Shabbat for you. Isn't it like Shabbat for you?
This ain't your grandma's Shabbat.
Okay.
Corey, did you light candles?
Shuki, did you see my text?
Yes, he enjoyed very, very much.
You're not just saying that, are you?
Oh, it's the
That's how you know me? You know me as a bullshitter?
Shuki, how long till the final victory in Rafa?
Don't you see what's happening now?
Yeah, Lebanon looks like it's about to kick off.
No, they agreed to ceasefire.
Really?
Oh, they did? I haven't been checking. Did they?
Did they agree, or they were talking?
It's not April 1st.
Yeah, but Hamas sent the message that they agreeing to ceasefire. It's not that Israel agreed yet.
They told Hezbollah that, right?
Yeah, but was that
They told that to Hezbollah, correct. The thing of it is, the belt is getting very, very tight around the neck.
Yeah.
So now they
Of
want
war?
ceasefire, correct. They're getting very, very close to Sinwar, and that's why he's shitting his pants.
Yeah. Only 3 people
Do you
know
think
where
Hezbollah will
Sinmar's
back
at.
off? Do you think Hezbollah will back off if
Well, they did back off today.
they did or they didn't?
They did not.
What is the number that you always hear about the total number of rockets that Hezbollah has pointed at Israel? 450,000, 4.5 million? What's the number that you always hear floating around?
No, 150,000.
100. Okay, so they launched 200. They shot almost all of them down. If they have all these rockets, I don't believe
No,
it.
they haven't. They've shot 8,000.
Do you know what happens with rockets? They go bad. Like, shit goes bad. Ammunition goes bad. You need fresh supplies. A lot of this shit don't work no more.
They're burning the north of Israel is like on fire. They keep
I know,
wild.
but
They're
it's not a
but
military
they're-
success. That's the point. Is yes, they may
No,
burn.
yeah, it's not a military success, but they're definitely starting a lot of fires.
Yeah, well, okay, let it burn. I mean, okay, this shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So let me explain you something. The problem with Hezbollah, it's not the missiles that they have, it's not the rockets that they have. They have very, very well trained soldier. That's the problem that we have with them.
Yeah, you're out of your driven.
Correct.
But
So how
They all suicidal.
how do they live their lives? Do they just live like a caliphate? They don't pay taxes. You know, do they own homes? Do they have health insurance, life insurance? How do these fucks live? These motherless fucks.
They're getting $800 million a year from Iran. So now you understand how they live.
like
Those very, very well trained soldiers living a very, very good life.
Yeah, they live in probably luxury housing.
Correct.
But what about the banking system? Because Lebanon like collapsed. Their currency collapsed. If you look at the what is it called, the lira, or what do they call it? If you go to Yahoo Finance, lira, yeah. If you look at the lira, look at the chart. Like the whole the value, the purchasing power evaporated completely and entirely.
That's not important. That they're getting paid in US dollars.
Oh, I see. Oh my God, that's why the fucking currency collapsed.
Correct.
Nobody wants their piece of shit paper. They'd rather have US dollars.
Correct.
Damn. Do you think that huge explosion in the port there in Lebanon, the huge nitrate storage facility? I mean, there is no way that wasn't a fucking intentional detonation. Like that was not an accident.
No, I think it was an accident. Or they forgot about, or I think it was an accident.
I know it was, obviously it was an accident, but like, was it sabotage? Is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was just carelessness.
Or do you think it was like a DEI, equity, social justice hire? They hired the wrong person?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Because that's what they said the whole Baltimore bridge collapse. It was because of a DEI hire who didn't know how to park a boat.
It's all was planned.
That's why I say there's no fucking coincidences. Ooh, it was a mistake. No fucking way. A detonation that big? They knew that they could make a detonation that big. They caught them off guard.
It's not just that. If you're gonna do a little bit of research, you will understand that just the steering system has two huge generators as a backup. There is no way that there is malfunction on that.
What?
The steering system in a boat like that has two huge generators as a backup
Oh.
to operate it.
So do you think it was a terrorist attack?
Of course.
Yeah.
They're trying to build cases.
I think a lot. So if you look at the total number of train derailments in the United States over the past 365 days and compare it like to the years before that, there's been a tremendous amount of espionage or sabotage in terms of like train derailments in the United States since the escalation of conflict, particularly with Russia in Ukraine.
It's not that. I do believe that right before November 4th, somehow they're going to try to imply martial law.
Impossible. Everybody's just gonna look at TikTok and masturbate. I'm telling you, these cell phones don't explode when you throw them. The population is so dumbed down. They don't need to do martial law. They just need to spread lies, misinformation, propaganda, and that's good enough. Just more fear, and the vaccine, the invisible virus, that's enough fear. There's no manpower. There's no muscle power. It just doesn't exist.
There are half a dozen other devices that are swapping out the profiles, including one I need for a spinal resection.
I mean, I think there's.
How are you, my darling?
Don't you think there's a chance that a nuclear bomb goes off this year?
No,
Even by accident?
no.
Nah, it's an election year.
Well, I mean, why would you say that there's going to be martial law? I mean, and when you say that, I mean I assume you mean national martial law as opposed to just like a couple cities or something like that, right?
No, of course, national.
But what does that
It's
imply?
all-
What does that mean? Like, does that call it the National Guard, the state police, the local police? Like, what does that mean?
When there is martial law, there is no election.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's going to suspend elections and just like ride it out into the
Correct,
sunset.
because now, after that debate,
Yeah.
Biden must go. There is no other options.
Well, tell that to Biden. You can't.
No, he know that. I'm not sure that he know that, but
Yeah.
at least all the surround of him know that.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, who they put in instead, and how it's legal if they already have to announce the one who's going, the one who's running.
Well,
So
it's all.
becomes
Nobody knows the future.
problem.
It's all up in the air. I mean, there's a chance that Trump actually wins, but not likely because the
He's
system.
gonna win. He will
He's
win.
gonna win for sure. What are you talking about?
I don't think you understand how corrupt the voting machines are in this country. Dominion voting systems.
That's when martial law gonna come in effect.
Oh, when Trump wins.
Before he's gonna win, yes.
Oh,
That's the
so
whole
before.
point of the martial law, because depends what the polls gonna show. That's
But
how
the
they
polls-
gonna apply that.
Biden's not gonna win. He just did an interview tonight, and now they're gonna triple down on his cognitive decline, and it's just making things worse for him. I don't know why he agreed to do this interview. He looks so bad. Shit, he said
Did
all
you
the
see
cats.
it? How was it?
It was awful. He said that he created NATO on national TV. You were there in 1949 or whatever it was. He created NATO.
He fought the Nazis. Did you know that? He helped liberate Berlin.
Yeah, and he's Jewish too, apparently.
He does love the Jews. Got to give it to him. In the debate, he defended the Jews like 3 times. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, but what did he do for Jews?
He mentioned Jews on TV. That alone was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because, he gets so much flack. It's like, why the fuck is he bringing up...
As it's come. He's an anti-Semitic as it's come.
He's
racist.
He's as evil as they come. Not just anti-Semitic. He's as evil as they get. He's a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
He's a child sniffing criminal to the highest degree possible, and he's an incompetent academic. He did horrible in college. Everything about him is fake. He's a horrible human being. And actually, it's his wife that doesn't want him to quit. She's the one running the show. And that's kind of the interesting thing about First Wives is that when you go enter the presidency, like, in many ways, like, their opinions shape the decision-making process. So it's an interesting...
Like Melania's opinion matters.
It does. And it did. What are you talking about?
Melania is not no.
You may think that, but, her and Donald may actually be a little, maybe at the time, because during the debate...
You need to understand one thing. Trump is a very old-fashioned, and he keeps his nuts with himself intact.
He keeps his
As
nuts?
opposed to Clinton or all the others that their nuts was in their wife first.
Well, it's like his third marriage or something, so I could see him being,
Yeah, he's not afraid. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
You're either going to follow, either you're going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, nobody can tell him what to do.
Yeah, but...
His wife is just she's just there.
Well, no, she's an emotional creature, and when the Stormy Daniels thing broke, I mean, I know the media maybe frames everything, but, like, she wasn't holding his hand. Like, the nation felt, like, that emotional strain. between the two of them at that moment because it
Well,
was
the
all,
media made people feel that way because they do a great job of manipulating things. So
I know, but during the debate he said he didn't fuck a porn star, so I was like, holy shit, this is the first time I've ever heard him say he didn't fuck Stormy Daniels.
well, I mean, he said it before.
No, not quite like the way he said it during the debate, because this is post the legal shit, so now he can comment on it, and before that he couldn't. And he's saying that he's appealing it, and I mean, it's possible that that is all a huge scam. But if that's true, I mean, Stormy Daniels is one of the wickedest fucking bitches in the world because her whole life is about trying to fuck, to fuck up with Donald Trump. And if he didn't really fuck that bitch, like, man, that bitch is a real fucking malicious bitch.
That's not what they're going after him for. It's not because he fucked a porn star. It's just an accounting thing. Like, they were basically, like, found a law, right, which says that he misstated, like, what that legal expense was. Like, I think he counted it, or he deducted it improperly, and New York State passed a law just so they could go after him, essentially, where they extended the statute of limitations. It was a shit case from the start, and the case wasn't going to go anywhere, and most people, even Avenatti himself went on TV, live from prison, he's like, this is a bullshit case. Like, he even said it's a bullshit case, and he's in fucking prison. So, like, he's going to win all these cases on appeal. He's not going to go to jail. This is all bullshit. It's all theater. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, it's all kabuki theater.
Yeah, like, it's just to get people interested and engaged in the media. And Trump knows he's not going to go to jail either. He knows deep down nothing's going to fucking happen to him. Listen, he appointed over 200 federal judges because Obama left them vacant before he left office because he was banking on Clinton, so he didn't do any of the work. He was like, all right, Clinton's going to take over, so she'll just appoint. And then, look, Trump comes in, puts 200 federal judges, all Republican, puts 3 U.S. Supreme Court justices, has a 6-3 majority. He'll appeal every single fucking case and he'll win. And the immunity thing just threw out like 90%.
Yeah, but just because he appointed 200 judges doesn't mean that there's fucking 10,000 other Democrats already in there that can roast his ass.
Yeah, but he could keep appealing it until he gets what he wants.
Gets what he wants, yeah. But that's
it's
it's not guaranteed.
When you have money, you don't go to, like, when you have money, like, you could just keep appealing until you reach the highest court of the land.
You need to understand that he has lawyers on a retainer.
He has
Not that he needs
floors.
to hire a lawyer.
He has floors of lawyers. He
I
has
mean, it's possible. What percentage chance do you give him winning? 51% to
99% chance.
Really? You're that confident?
I'm so confident he's gonna win.
Holy shit! Are you sure that it's not like
I seriously doubt it. I think he's gonna lose.
Yeah, he's gonna lose to a dementia patient that keeps gaffing left and right. He's not
Probably, yeah.
He's not. No, dude, that guy's not even gonna make it to November.
This is like Bizarro, Mike. This is your opposite. Yeah. Finally, the universe has collapsed in on itself.
Keep reading those polls and keep being wrong.
I go based on Vegas. I go based on Vegas. Vegas is never wrong. They always get it right.
Vegas does have odds on these political contests.
Yeah, I don't go based on polls because
those aren't right.
What do you mean it's not right? It's a global sports book on political events. Britain, England, has commoditized all major, elections and everything. Sports stars, you can make the craziest bets in the world on everything, anything. It's all on sportsbook exchanges.
That's the most accurate poll you're gonna find.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know what it's saying right now.
They haven't been in the past, so okay.
But Mike, you do agree that essentially the money is probably the most accurate predictor of the future political outcome.
It's not.
How? Why not?
So what is your opinion?
Yeah. Why don't you think that smart money?
Yeah. No. My opinion is the Democrats will win, largely driven by middle-class white women who are very opposed to Trump's abortion policies.
Here we go again. You Democrats are so brainwashed you can't pull your faces out of your own assholes. I heard this all morning long. Everything about black women. Black women is the secret weapon. Kamala Harris is your secret. You guys are so fucking stupid. Nobody wants Kamala Harris. None of the
real numbers of likely voters in the swing states that are likely to decide the election. And
okay. White suburban women who don't even give a fuck about politics because they're too busy looking at TikTok and vaccinating themselves. Give me a fucking break, Mike. White women in this country aren't going to save you from Donald Trump.
Bullshit. Okay.
Show me your statistics.
And you'll see that I'm right.
Mike.
Well, just look at Ohio.
Mike, what are you doing tonight? Tell me how cool your life is and what your real life is like. Why should I have any faith and credibility in what you're saying? Who the fuck are you? What's your credibility statement, fat boy?
The people in Ohio.
Oh my God! Vote Trump and go to the gym, fatty. Vote Trump and go to the gym, fatty.
Shot in hell, Biden's gonna win Ohio. There's no shot in hell. He's not gonna win.
Oh yeah, Ohio. You don't, Mike. This is your problem too. Is you underestimate Dominion voting systems, Alex Soros, and the Democrat scam machine. Like
no, but the last 2 elections, Trump won Ohio, and he won pretty big.
Ohio
He
is.
may still win Ohio, but all of these voters who came out to support the constitutional amendment to protect abortion rights in Ohio, they are not just in Ohio. They're all throughout the Midwest. And that is what is going to bring Biden his victory again.
Listen, Mike, in Illinois,
You'll see that I'm right.
in Illinois, they have now over 100,000 Venezuelan refugee migrants who are now getting driver's licenses. And if you don't think that those people aren't going to go vote Democrat, you're crazy. So what I'm saying is the system, the Democrat system, the machine is engineered with absolute foresight and thought and planning and implementation. So good luck.
The Electoral College is systematically biased towards the Republicans.
Why do you say that?
It's an anti-democratic system that gives more weight to states that are much smaller populations but more conservative. So, I mean, if the Democrats win, it just shows they're structurally much more popular than Republicans.
Not just more popular, but more malicious and more sophisticated in its scam and its deception. That's the truth of politics. It's not clean and pretty. It's propaganda, it's lies, it's misinformation, disinformation. That's the truth about politics. It's about hypnosis and humiliation and desecration and obliteration. I mean, that's really winning. That's what really winning is. What? I know, he's a fat boy.
I don't know what the fuck he's on about. Like, what? So Vegas is odds. How hold no weight compared to your opinion, because your opinion matters more. Your meritless opinion.
He doesn't care what the Vegas odds are. He thinks white suburbanite women are going to vote for Joe Biden because they want to protect their ability to have abortions, even though they're never going to have abortions. It's the stupidest argument in the world. If people vote for what they want, people generally vote for security. And Donald Trump is the strongman. So psychologically, they're going to vote Trump. But it's not necessarily true. Who knows?
I'm putting money on it. Teamsters is going to come endorse Trump this time around. All the fucking unions, all those people, organized labor, they're all going to go for Trump. They see what's going on.
No way, dude. You have no idea. These unions are run by Democrat liberal pussy faggots that do not like Trump. They are run by the worst of the worst.
Well, I'll tell you something. The CEO or whatever of Teamsters is coming to speak at the RNC in Milwaukee. Let's see what he says.
I bet you it ain't flattering. I bet you it's a little bitch-ass speech. Bet you anything. These people love... You got to understand, the leadership of these organizations are cucked. They're co-opted Democrats. All of them. And they're insane. They're crazier today than they've ever been before. They're more purple-hearted... more purple-haired and whatever. They're mentally unstable and insane. They're all, I'm telling you, we're living in the worst clown epidemic that this country has ever had to suffer through. Hundreds of years of history thrown down the drain in a decade of cultural fucking disintegration.
Right. Well, we go to Rust Belt states like Michigan or Wisconsin, right, and you have these union workers. They see that the cost of living has gone up tremendously. They're average middle class, working class people, and they're all fed up with this shit. So even if the fucking union boss tells them to vote a certain way, they're not going to listen. They're still going to vote for Trump regardless.
I agree on that. I agree on that.
No, it's true. But like if you're talking about United Auto Workers or something like that.
Well, the people who work there, right, whether the union boss doesn't endorse Trump or they endorse Biden, it to some degree it's irrelevant because these people are driven by economic factors that do impact them, irrespective of whatever their bosses believe in. So they see that the cost of living is significantly higher now than it was when Trump was president because of inflation and poor economic policies that Biden has implemented. And they
But see,
don't want to
that's
live with that.
the problem is though. Again, the corruption in the voting system, in the machines, and in the voter rolls. It's so vast and pernicious and
It is
pervasive.
corrupt, but listen, he won in 2016, so there is still a way. There is still a way.
Yeah, but that's when he caught the system off guard. Now the Democrats have the numbers. They know.
Listen, this is a different RNC too, by the way. This is not the RNC of Ronna McDaniel. This is the party of Trump. He's got his daughter-in-law that's running the show, and he's got another person, I forgot what his name is. They're co-chairs of the RNC. They already have like all these lawyers on retainer. They have it set up. Last time they didn't have shit set up because Ronna McDaniel was running it, and it's Romney's niece, so of course she's not going to do anything to help Trump. They got rid of that bitch, and now they got fucking Laura Trump. They got 100,000 poll workers, and they have all these attorneys that are on staff. Like everything is like they're prepared. Like they're not retarded. Like they know like what's going on. So I don't think that we're gonna have the same bullshit like we did before, where they got away with it last minute and they pulled it because of COVID and they changed the rules last minute and they did a lot of things to make it hard for Trump to win and easier for them to cheat. Yeah, I agree with you. But I think this time around it's a little bit different because we're not dealing with COVID.
You're saying that the Trump team and organization is so finely tuned now in a way that they weren't before. But I got to tell you, it's still kind of paper tiger superficial. The Democrats, their game, their reach, the money with Soros, their organizing, and their embedding with big tech, particularly Google, etc., puts Trump at a huge disadvantage still. And that if you talk about margin of error or what the percentage of total votes are, you know, that at least with the electoral or even popular, I'm just telling you that Trump is going up against the most sophisticated and duplicitous voter roll fraud registration schemes.
He knows. He's not retarded. He knows.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're talking about databases. He can't fucking delete the databases. The databases, in many ways, are fixed.
Like we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Listen, this guy Trump's not going to tell everybody like every little detail. He's going to keep it vague, like he normally does, and he's very calculated. So believe me, I'm sure there was a lot of thought, a lot of like discussions regarding what strategies. Like he wouldn't do if he really thought he couldn't win, he wouldn't do it. Like I highly doubt that he would have gone through leaps and bounds to get his daughter-in-law. Actually, it didn't take much because they listened to him. And it was time for Ron.
I know, but in the event that he loses and you were to look back on this conversation and you were to
No, he's not going to lose. He's not going to lose.
I know, but the fact that you are 99% sure kind of tells me, if I do an inversion of what you're saying, that like perhaps like there's probably a more likely chance he's going to lose. It's like betting in the stock market. It's like hearing some loser tell you about some amazing IPO or some amazing stock which is going to double, triple, go up tenfold, hundredfold. And you're like, oh, really? So you short the stock and you buy the puts and you end up making 1,000%. You're like, gotcha, bitch. You know, it's like the opposite is always the truth.
But a lot of people in the media and everybody's still on Biden's side. I know, like, they're talking shit, whatever, just so they can sell ratings. But the thing is you still have the media that's backing Biden. Yeah, he has a lot that's working in his favor. But the fact that he failed at such scale when he went on national TV to talk about nothing and he was lost in his own thoughts in front of 60 million viewers or however many people tuned in, that was definitely a huge moment of pause for a good amount of Americans. That definitely sent shockwaves to the independent voters in Wisconsin and Michigan, in those states that have the ability to turn the tide of the election. You know, if he loses any of those states in the Rust Belt, he's fucked. His margin of error is probably worse than Trump's in a lot of respects. And I know that maybe you think that's kind of strange for me to say that because he has big tech and farm and all that shit, but that can only go so far. Like, he keeps fucking up so badly that, like, I think it's irreparable at this point.
Yeah, the debate was the big crossing the Rubicon. That was the big moment that I've been like, it was just that it's still if you were to listen to what Trump said during that debate and then you were to listen to what Biden said, and the mumbling and the insanity of what he was even saying, like, his uncles are fucking these cousins and the nieces are getting fucked by the brothers and we gotta have abortion rights for women because the family members are fucking each other. I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
what the fuck? The fuck Freudian slip? Like, this is fucking crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, think of it. You're a regular independent voter that voted for Biden last time because you wanted some sanity, you wanted things to be peaceful, or whatever the fuck these retards voted for last time, right? And now you see this guy mumbling on stage. You can't even understand what he's saying, and your fucking 401k's down the shitter. You're not making any money. Your stocks aren't performing like they used to. Your cost of living went up significantly. Inflation is really high. You can't afford the same vacation that you could have 5 years ago, or however many years ago it was when things were stable. Like, dude, these guys are pissed. Like, they're like, you know what, fuck this. Like, and maybe Biden isn't 100% to blame for every little thing that's going on, because there are factors beyond his control, which any presidency I'll give them some credit for. But then again, he's not doing shit about it, and he's not, like, fucking capable, clearly. But this is just further solidifying the Republicans' accusation they made against him since day one, that he's not competent, and that's definitely becoming clearer and clearer as the days go on. And this fucking debate showcased it at such scale where now you have these fucking independent people sitting in their rooms, in their living rooms, talking to themselves like, wow, I can't believe I voted for this idiot. Like, if we were actually better under Trump, as bad as he was, like, whatever, as a person, or personality, or his attitude, or the fact that he talked shit, or that he was cursing, whatever, like, they're looking past it at this point, because you know what? They're able to see two presidencies comparatively, and they saw that one was very successful from an economic standpoint. We were well respected. These conflicts, these foreign conflicts weren't fucking happening. It was a different world. And now when Biden comes, it's fucking chaos left and right. He doesn't know what he's saying. He can't finish his sentences. His fucking press secretary is gaslighting the American public into believing he's mentally sane when he's not. Like, this is what you're dealing with, and people are seeing through the bullshit. So I think that it's going to be too tough to rig, and it's a different time we're in, and a lot of factors have changed now as opposed to how things were 4 years ago. So for those reasons, I'm very confident that Trump will be the president of the United States of America, and that Biden's going to have to fucking leave. There's no way this guy's going to make it. And guess what? They're talking about changing him and trying to push him out of the ballot and move in someone else. That's not happening, because in 3 states so far, 4 states, that's it. You can't swap candidates for Democrat, Republican. You can't do that anymore, because there's a deadline in those states, because they have to, like, produce ballots. I think PA, Wisconsin, and other states. So, like, they can't even substitute him with someone else. They're fucked. They have to double down on him. Like, they have to, like, hold on to him. Unless if he were to step down and Kamala comes in, but that's not fucking happening. And if it does, you're definitely giving Trump the presidency, because nobody wants her. She couldn't even make it past the primaries in 2019. She didn't even make it to Iowa. Like, that's how unpopular she was. She was a DEI hire just to fill the void so he could get more black votes. And the black vote, well, they're not even coming to vote for Biden this time around. They're just going to abstain, or many of them are going to switch over to Trump. I think the percentages have increased. It was like 5% support from African-American community. I was getting 18-20%. That's crazy. That's really big for a minority group, you know? So I don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't be so pessimistic this time around.
I'm not pessimistic. I'm just trying to accurately describe what I believe the Democrat super machine to be, which is, you know,
I'm not
highly.
I'm not doubting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, I've run for political office in the Republican Party, and I can tell you that within the Republican Party, it's all just a bunch of Democrats. So the Republicans can't win because the party itself isn't even a Republican Party. So, I mean, you know, I mean, yes, Trump is Republican, etc. But, like, when you look at, like, Mitch McConnell and all these other pieces of shit, like, these fucking pieces of shit are not Republican. These pieces of shit are even worse.
They're self-serving. They do whatever benefits them. Like, they help themselves.
Well, that's not what the Republican Party is supposed to be about. I mean, if you really study the Republican Party and Abraham Lincoln, etc., you'll be like, oh shit, like, this is a serious party. And the Democrats, everybody's just completely brainwashed, totally hypnotized, highly emotionalized. It's a giant fucking scam.
Absolutely, no, and I totally agree with you on that. And I think that this new Trump Republican Party, right, is definitely different than your conventional Republican Party, like, I guess the party of Bush or Romney, where things were different, you know, where they were more, like, politically, I guess, correct, that they spoke different. Like, if you notice, a lot of these politicians that are running for office, whether it's U.S. House of Representatives, United States Senate, they're modeling themselves after Trump as a winning strategy to get into office, because they have to align themselves with Trump in order to receive his blessing, because without that, they're going to lose, or they have a higher probability of losing. And that's why I think this is like a new generation, right? And like you're getting new faces, like people that, you know, you're not going to get like a Dick Cheney Republican that, like, he's not going to be popular within their own party. Those guys are just that. They're the old guard dinosaurs that have been there for 60 years, 50 years, you know, literally mooching off the system, making millions of dollars off the backs of Americans with their like insider information, right? But like that's the old generation, dude. Like the new generation is not about that. Like it's a different approach. You know, their agenda's different. It's died out yet. They haven't left office because they're staying there forever. But you know, once they leave and the new generation comes, like, you know, you have like really good people that are just getting started in the Republican Party. Like I don't know who it is. I mean, DeSantis is definitely like a big figure. One day I see that he has a chance of becoming president one day. I see people like Gates. Gates is like he's pretty good. You have other people too. I mean, more extreme ones, of course, but it's a different party. Like I think things are changing. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, change is the constant.
Give it like 10 years. Give it 5 to 10 years. A lot of these.
We don't have 10 years. Are you crazy? This country will be completely Zimbabwe'd out in 10 fucking years.
No, I'm saying like give it like 5 years. Like McConnell's not gonna stay much longer. This guy has dementia too, bro. He's gonna get the fuck out. You know Schumer's gonna get the fuck out. Like these guys are getting out. They're not staying long term.
Well, they're gonna die sooner. You sure? Like, who cares? They're getting out because they're dying. Fucking,
yeah,
they're
like,
all dying. Donald Rumsfeld, every one of them, they're all dying. They're all dead.
Well, look, you got new senators, like you got the newer generation, like I guess Cruz and anybody that came after him, like those senators, like J.D. Vance, he's definitely making waves in the party. I think he's definitely has a shot at being a VP pick, even though he's like a rookie senator, but he definitely has a shot.
Yeah, but I mean, well, listen. I was reading or looking at the news today. There's all kinds of like global changes that are happening politically. It's kind of interesting, but like coup d'etats, like the whole world is like getting turned upside down everywhere.
Because of the liberalism, bro. People don't like the fucking liberalism.
But in some cases, it's taking over. Like it's meaning that like it's not a return to conservatism. Like in Brazil, they just charged Bolsonaro with money laundering because he accepted a gift from the Saudis, which was like a diamond necklace. You know, it's like a state gift, but they're charging him with money laundering. It's a fucking state gift. Like people, like there could be, you know, massive conflict.
Because De Silva is another guy. I think he went to prison or something like that. The guy who's currently running Brazil, or whatever the fuck his name is. Because he was president before, then he went to jail, he got out, and then he became president. You know, like, it's corrupt. And the same shit that they do in those countries, they're trying to do to Trump. Like, it's no different. It's the same bullcrap. But the thing is I don't think that, you know, they're going to get away with it. Like, because for as much as they try, never gets anywhere. Like they said, like with Russia, Ukraine, like, you know, the phone call, like it's always something they're trying to get him on, and it never works. Like it never sticks on him because it's very hard to throw a fucking president in jail, you know, or an ex-president in jail. Like that hasn't been done before, you know. And even if they got their way, he'll just fucking appeal and get out of it. You know, because he'll find some judge somewhere along the line that's willing to take his side. And that'll be the end of that. You know? It's all nonsense. Trying to hit him with civil penalties like 400 mil, 100 mil, 300 mil. It's all bullshit. And he's not worried either. Like, he's not worried.
Yeah, but people around him are worried because they're like, oh, he's delusional, you know. And, you know, you really have to I mean, this is the thing. If it all comes down to the Electoral College and popular vote and all these things are totally irrelevant, I mean, I mean, I know the Electoral College follows, the lead of their voters, but I mean,
You have some faithless electors throughout the years.
yeah, but I mean,
You have some.
does it ever really sway anything? Probably not, right?
No, it doesn't. No, maybe like 2 votes. Like 2 delegates.
So that's just within, the margin of error.
Yeah, like it doesn't really do much. I think.
But Shuki thinks that there's going to be martial law and they'll suspend the elections, thus invalidating Trump.
No, so the martial law is when the police access. I mean, the military access the police. There's no constitutional provision which permits them to do that, because if they were to do such a thing, it would be litigated, right? And it would go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And the U.S. Supreme Court is very Republican, and they want to do everything they can to move the election forward, so they're probably going to say, no, fuck no, because we had elections during World War II, we had elections during World War I, we can have a fucking election.
They're gonna try. I'm not saying that they're gonna succeed.
No, they're gonna try. Like, I'm sure they'll try something. Like, whether it's that or something else, they're gonna try. Like they're trying to throw Trump in jail, but it'll only go so far, because they're losers at this point. They fucked themselves. If they really wanted to do something smart, they should have gotten rid of Biden a year ago, and Biden should have said, I'm not running for re-election. So this way they could push a new candidate, bring like a guy like Newsom or whoever the fuck it is they want to bring, some awful young liberal that could speak well, like Newsom, and to see if they could trip up Trump and try and get him out. But they waited too long, and now they fucked themselves, because you can't you can't remove Biden off the ballot in a few states, and as the days go on, right, and the fact that he's still staying makes it harder and harder, so they're fucked. Like, they have to keep Biden. That's sad. It's really sad. So the only
they don't have to keep, they do not have to keep Biden. And the thing is that DNC...
They're gonna try to blame Michelle.
Fucking Michelle.
Yeah, it's a joke. I agree with you that it's a joke. See, that's what they're gonna try to do.
They've got to run the numbers. Like they must have advanced, polling data and like AI, machine learning, predictive programming stuff, where they can actually do all kinds of complex simulations to try to figure out, political vote calculations. There's got to be software dedicated to that shit at this point.
No, they do. They do, and I bet that their data at the time before the debate suggesting that Biden had a shot, and you know what happened? He said he went on stage and he said that he killed Medicare. And that he founded NATO to George Stephanopoulos tonight. He said that he founded NATO, formed NATO. And he's the reason why NATO exists. He was there in the 40s.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, and that's what surprised them so much, and that's what fucked them up so much. Even AI wasn't able to determine how bad it's gonna be on that debate. That's what fucked them up so bad.
I liked when Trump said, he's like, these politicians, they look at you right in the eyes and they just lie to you. Lies, 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 lies. Just nonstop. And it's like, if you think about that, Joe Biden is technically an actor. He's not a leader. He's not a moral, ethical, virtuous person. So he's technically a very sophisticated actor. But Trump, in many ways, is the superior actor. But I'm just saying that the background behind Biden is so nefarious and so powerful and well organized at the state level, local level, that all of these election commissions throughout the country are contracted with Alex Soros's Dominion. And if that database that gets generated on election day gets transmitted, it's in my opinion, it's all a giant fucking kabuki theater on election day, and the whole thing is basically fixed and a scam, and it's all done by uploads and manipulations and voter rolls, and it's not a real accurate tally outside of the polling locations at where they coordinate final results. I think that's where an independent hacker could come in and just, you know, make the changes, like just from like a fucking Hollywood movie, like changing your report card from a B to an A.
And I'm very sure that the campaign is extremely aware of these things, and they're probably aware of even worse things than what you're describing, because I'm sure they have the intel and data and a lot of information. That, listen, at the end of the day, like, you know, the election's going to have to play out, and we'll see what happens, but given the fact that so many people are pissed off, like, and I know that they have voter rolls that they can play, but it's going to be too big to rig. It's going to be way too big. Too many people are pissed off this time around.
No, what I'm saying is it's too rigged to win.
Yeah, but I'm saying that this election, like, the turnout is going to be too big to rig. That's what I'm saying. Like, just too many people are going to show up to vote. Like, yeah, your voter roll is limited to whoever's there, but, like, turnout's going to be...
It's not going to be the big turnout you think it is. It's not.
I think it's going to be bigger than 2020.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, 2020? Yeah. That was, yeah. Well, everything will be bigger than that one. Nobody wanted to go out because of COVID.
No, but we had the highest, like, not physical turnout, but we had, like, the highest I think second highest turnout in that election.
Really?
As far as votes, like, tabulations, yeah. I mean, Trump had, 75 million votes. That's the most for any Republican president, or any sitting president.
Well, look at the numbers of the Joe Biden vote. They say 81 million, right? And if you look, I know it's a bullshit number, but that gives you the margin of error of the scam, or the fix, or the float. Meaning,
he only won by like 12,000 votes or some shit like that. Like, from the electoral standpoint, is what I'm saying. Like, it was like 3 states and like 12,000 votes. I forgot what the numbers were. It was a very slim margin. His lead isn't as big as you think it is what I'm trying to say. Like, cause you know he won Georgia with like 11,000 votes. That was it. I mean, I could probably pull it up right now, 2020 election results. I'll show you. Let's take a look. 2020 election results map. Alright, so it says, let's go to Georgia. Right? This state, which Trump won, but so Biden won by 0.3%. So it was 2.473 to 2.461. So that's like 12,000 votes, bro. It's not a lot of votes. You there?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay. So like I said, like, he only won by like 12,000 votes in Georgia, right? Then if I go back to my map, let's look at Wisconsin, right? Biden won Wisconsin by, let's see, 48.8 to 49.4. So that's what, 0.7%? Not even a fucking percentage point. You know?
So what does that tell you, though? That tells you that it's super tight.
But yeah, but I'm saying it's going to be too big to rig, because too many people are going to pull up to vote. And a lot of those guys that voted for Biden last time aren't going to vote for him this time. A lot of them aren't, because they're independent, and they thought that Biden was going to be stable. He's going to be kind of like Obama, like he was, going to be a good person for the country. And it wound up turning to be that he's the complete opposite. He's the worst thing for this country, right? And now that they've been able to shop comparatively between two administrations, if they're smart and they're using their brain, they're all going to come vote for Trump.
Yeah, but people are so Trump deranged syndromed and living in such an emotional state of insanity that there's just so many people like that. It's like, people do not like Trump because they don't like themselves. So how do you get around that?
So what do you mean?
I mean that if you go to other rooms on this app, you'll hear all kinds of shit about white suburban female voters who want to protect their abortion rights and get the first black woman or the first woman in office. So I guess what I'm saying is, I mean, Trump derangement syndrome is technically the party. It's not even like Democrats. There's just a party of TDS people out there, and it's a lot of people. because they've been so highly programmed and so highly conditioned from such an extensive and sophisticated reframing and manipulation. I mean, even the lawsuits recently, everything is like, because we live in this conversation reality, which is pretty transparent and hopefully accurate, but when you are living off of mainstream media honey syrup and you think that everything that ABC tells you is the truth, and you've been living on that for, because these are all basically COVID survivors, vaccinated survivors, who now have the choice of either voting for their country and their conscience, or they're going to vote based on all their highly programmatic conditioning. And chances are they'll vote on the programmatic conditioning, not on their conscience, because most of them don't have any courage, ethics, morals, or virtue. So I'm just saying that, like, your prediction is so all or nothing. I think you're discounting just how tight this whole thing will be, and the Democrats will just declare victory, and it'll become like a fucking battle, because everybody know the fix is in, the scam was in. Everybody will be disappointed because it's not a clear victory, and the fog of the election, just like a fog of war, will hang over the results. It'll be an indecisive victory, and everybody will be kind of left, in a queue, wondering when they're going to get to, a final decision. It's going to be a horrific fucking November and maybe December. I mean, hopefully this shit will probably go past Christmas. I bet you, it just never ends. Plus false flags, plus black swans. I mean, it's like, plus assassination attempts. I mean, so many crazy things are gonna come popping out of this sequence of events, which are pre-planned. Like, if there is a secret society in this country, I mean, and there are secret societies in this country that, could do extremely nefarious things, I mean, there's a major sequence of events unfolding in order to determine who is the God King of this country for the next 4 years. I mean, if you can see it so clearly, well then, mazel tov. But from my experiences, I just know how fucking big the Democrat industrial complex is compared to the Republican industrial complex. It's like 10 to 1 in ratio, It's just that vast. And especially even more so since most Republicans are just fucking Democrats. I'm telling you. It's not, it's so fucking, it's too, what did I say earlier? It's too rigged to fail. Yeah. Okay, Mike, I'm going to bed. Good Shabbos. Take care. It's been fun chatting.